Hello from the National Weather Service in San Diego. I'm meteorologist Dan Gregoria, here to discuss an upcoming heat wave across inland portions of Southern California. Now, heat is known as the silent killer. In fact, heat is the #1 weather-related killer in the United States on an average year. So heat waves really do need to be taken seriously. So let's take a look here at the overall weather pattern. This is the American model, and these bright colors represent a ridge of high pressure, a strong one at that. Here is the beginning of the loop, and through the weekend that ridge will build into the desert southwest, and then next week that ridge, that strong ridge, just remains parked over the area, promising to bring an extended heat wave for our desert regions and even into the Inland Empire. And just to show you how hot it will get, let's take a look here at our forecast now for Palm Springs. It will be blazing hot across the Coachella Valley here this weekend and through much of next week, it looks like. Today we're forecasting 106. Look, by Saturday, we're talking 115. Keep in mind the average high at Palm Springs is 102. Yes, it's typically hot in our deserts, but this is, even by desert standards, blazing hot. And then early next week, you can see our forecast there. Ouch, 117 degrees. Serious heat across our deserts. Let's take a look at highs throughout Southern California here for Friday. Look at that wide variation from the coast to our desert regions. The coastal areas are really going to escape this heat wave, including really Orange County and even the inland valleys of San Diego County are not going to see the excessive heat. But you work your way inland from the Inland Empire through the deserts will really be feeling the heat. So we're looking at 110s in the lower deserts and 100 to 105 across the high deserts and even triple digits in parts of the Inland Empire here for Friday. On Saturday, much the same scenario, little change. Some locations across the deserts up even a degree or two. You can see Palm Springs, Thermal down to Borrego Springs in those 110s. And then you look towards the coast, Laguna Beach, 69 degrees. If you want the cool weather, head to the coast this weekend. And highs on Sunday show little change with that blazing heat across the deserts and the relatively mild conditions along our coast. Now, with the upcoming heat wave, I encourage you to look at the updated forecast on our webpage. Go to weather.gov/San Diego, and under the forecast tab here, you will see this experimental heat risk. Select that, and that will bring up our experimental heat risk page. On this page, you will see the experimental heat risk map on the right. In the upper left, you select what day you want to look at, and the lower left has the legend of the heat risk and what that means. By the way, if you click on a location, it will bring up the forecast high and low temp for that location as well as the heat risk. We're looking here, for example, at Sunday, so you can see Palm Springs in that magenta. In the lower left, you can see that's the highest category, level 4. And what that means is there's a very high risk for the entire population due to long duration heat with little to no relief overnight. So I encourage you to check out this experimental heat risk page with this upcoming heat wave inland. Here is a look at some heat safety tips. Keep in mind, heat-related deaths are preventable. If you use precautions, you will be okay. If you have outdoor activities, do it during the early morning or evening hours. But in this intense heat, if you don't have to be doing outdoor activities, it's best to stay in air-conditioned places. And check on the elderly and the sick. Make sure they have a cool place to be. And never leave kids or pets unattended in vehicles. Look before you lock. So thanks for watching. Again, we will keep you updated on this upcoming inland heat wave. You can visit our webpage at weather.gov/San Diego and find us on Twitter at NWS San Diego. Have a great one.